Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I've got to do an update for you on MAGA The Gathering, which would have been a much better name for this, but missed opportunity there. There's so much bad information out there at the moment. I don't want to call it misinformation. I think it's basically journalists that just don't know much about the NFT marketplace and coming to bad assumptions. The first assumption I'm seeing, which is totally wrong, is saying this is all just money laundering. All of it is just money laundering right away. I'm not going to say that there is no money laundering, but not to the extent that some of these journalists are saying it's just not happening. Now, first thing first, this is the website, and as you can see, it's all sold out. A lot of people are very surprised. I got, holy cow, it's sold out in 12 hours. Not really surprising. Now, when this came out, I dropped into some NFT and crypto trade rooms, and I asked around, I go, what are you guys doing? The traders, the NFT traders, were buying everything they could. Not because they love Trump or they're MAGA big time. It's because this was getting so much coverage by the media. Both left and right were covering the story. It's ridiculous. There's a former president and potential future president putting out an NFT collection. Now, when it comes to the world of NFTs, it doesn't make a difference what your NFT is. It could be an ugly pixel of something. It could be a duck, a pixelated duck. It doesn't matter. As long as the project is getting tons of coverage, there's always the chance that someone comes along and goes, I'll buy this because it's getting so much coverage. So in this particular case, the NFTs were selling for $99 each, and there was a limit of 100, and it took 12 hours for the whole thing to sell out. Now, it wasn't your uncle rushing off to find his Google password so he can log in, create an account, and buy it. It were NFT traders. It was rooms, thousands of rooms of NFT traders rushing in to buy everything they can because they want to resell a pumped up card to your uncle by the time he gets in. So at the time when this was sold out, there were 12,000 owners. Right now there's 15,000. So at least 3,000 people have figured out how to use MetaMask or open an account in Coinbase and managed to get a card at a much inflated price. Now, keeping in mind, I want to go back to this 100 limit here, and I know one of the first criticism was this is $99, so you are coming in below the $10,000 mark, at which point banks have to notify IRS of the transaction. So if you're coming in at $9,900, you're coming in just below the threshold. Yeah, possible, but this is not where the money laundering, if it's going to happen, is coming from. All these cards sold here, this is not money laundering. Not saying it doesn't exist. It may, but not to the extent you think. The real money laundering, if it's going to happen, will be coming from the account that is not holding one or two cards. It's the account holding a whole bunch of cards. So if we go over to the analytics and we go down, this is what I was seeing mentioned a lot of places. This account right here, account FB6541, holds 1,000 cards. How can this be? Well, it's very likely that this account belongs to the actual company that set up the whole NFT project from the beginning. This is their account, and they gave themselves 1,000 cards. One thing to know, which I guess most people don't understand also, is when you came to the original site here and you bought a card for $99 and it gave you an address to go to, the card you get is random. You don't know what you get. It's randomized. All these cards you see here all have different traits on them. Now, depending on how rare the trait is, the greater the perceived value of that card will be. We'll look at some examples in a second, but first let me talk about this account over here. So if you click on that account, it is this account right here, a name that just haven't given a name, and in it are a whole bunch of very, very fancy NFTs. And if we go click on, say, the astronaut with a capital in the background, so these might not be for sale right now, they may go for sale in the future. And if there is money laundering being planned somewhere, some guy in Saudi Arabia or in Russia wants to give Trump $100,000, $200,000, it's going to come from here. So what you do is you have an account holding the rarest of the rare, and take, for example, this one right here. Now, this card is extremely rare because it is a one of one, which aren't many, and it has an autograph, which only 0.16% have. So this card will be extremely rare when this project is even more famous it is now. And right now, you can see there's an offer for $12,000 to buy this card. Now, it's not for sale, but offers are being put in already because people see how the rest of the cards are doing, go based upon the rarity of this card. This might be worth a lot. That's what's happening over there. So if there is ever going to be any sort of money laundering, it will be coming from that account right over there, and it will be because these rare cards will be pumped up in price. So whoever owns this account can go right now. Look at it with a jetpack. What's the rarity here? Okay, this is just a one of one. There's only one of these cards, and right now there's an offer for $6,000. So if you were some oligarch wanting to give Trump $100,000, you would then buy, or rather put in an offer to buy this card for $100,000. You're done. Amazing. What a great plan, right? Brilliant. So on the topic of the cards and the sales, let's just take a look at what's been happening around here. We'll jump into the activity and take a look at what recent cards have been doing, and we'll talk a bit about the floor price also. Floor price, this is important to know also. Right now, the floor price is around $300. Now, the reason why all these NFT traders came in and bought it up, like, as I mentioned before, not because they love Trump, because they know that this is going to be getting a lot of press. I covered it, and every single other media outlet I know covered this. Everyone laughing at it. Some people saying it's great. Some people saying it's stupid. Mostly people saying it's stupid. It doesn't matter. The thing is, it's getting attention. And the more attention it gets, the more people might end up finding their way here. And as I mentioned, at least 3,000 people have. So if we take a look at recent trades, let's see, 374. Here's one for $900. In fact, this is a good example. Let's take a look at one which recently sold for $900. And the reason it sold for $900 is that only 1% of the cards have a hunt tower in the background. All right? Just like baseball cards or Pokemon cards, the rarer the card is, even though it's not physical, the greater the perceived value. More rare is this one has a 12 gauge shotgun, which only 0.87% of cards have that. So there we have the shotgun. In fact, let's click on that and we'll see all the cards that have a shotgun in it to give you an idea. So I can only guess that, oh, these are great. Come on. Let's see, 2.9 ETH, 3 ETH, 4.5 ETH. I wonder why. Let's click on that and see why they're asking that much. Current price, $5,000 is what's going for, because only 1% of the cards have birds in the background. I know some of you are scratching your heads wondering what the hell's happening over here. 74% of the cards have a smile. He's smiling. So that's not that rare. But only 0.87% have the shotgun. Only 1% have hunt birds in the background, making this card pretty rare. And look, someone will want this for $5,000. Yeah. So fascinating to many people. A lot of journalists concerned or get confused as to why this is happening and how. But as I mentioned, it's essentially NFT traders rushing in, buying up what they can, sweeping the floor. Sweeping the floor is basically you come in and you'll buy what you can at the lowest price possible. Now, if you are an NFT trader, if you lucked out and bought something for $99 and it gave you a rare card, it gave you one with a shotgun on it, and you sold that for $3,000, what you do is you come back in and then you buy more cards trading at the floor price. This is called sweeping the floor. And what you're going to see is a whole bunch of traders coming in and doing exactly that, because by the time your uncle figures out his Google password, comes in to buy a card, he'll be forced to buy the cheapest card, which is the floor price, which is being pushed up by the more savvy traders. It's essentially a game of hot potato here. This will keep on going as long as this project has media coverage. And look, like it or not, this is a former president and potential future president putting out an NFT collection. No one's done it before. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, NFT traders will make the most out of this. They will squeeze the most they can out of this until such time that the floor falls out. Who knows when it happens? Look at this one, $12,000. Let's see what it is. It's a one of one. There's only one card like this. And, okay. So here we go. The offer, I guess the seller wants to get $823,000 for it. Now, will someone go and pay that? If someone does go and pay that, then that, I would say, is exactly how money laundering will work with this project, because yeah, that's insane. But if you're a politician and you do want to launder the money for whatever reasons, this is exactly how I would go about it. So let's see if this does sell. I don't think it will sell for this price. It's kind of ridiculous. It's highballing, but that's how it will happen if it does. So with that, ladies and gents, let's sign off there. If you enjoy my content, give me a thumbs up. Your comments below, appreciate it if you have more information that I did not cover. And thumbs up. I'll catch you in the next one.